What is up, Impact Nation? Your boy Jason here with another episode of the Anthem of Impact Wrestling Show. Just want to have a really quick video here. Just kind of going over a couple things that kind of broke yesterday, and some that have continued to break today. Just got home from work, so it's the first chance I get to chat about it. Can't really chat too much on Twitter while I'm at work. But during some downtime, so I'm able to kind of look through and see certain things. The first thing I want to kind of go over and get this out of the way is the four-sided ring, right? Look, I like the six-sided. I think it did bring a little bit of difference to the company. But at the end of the day, it's what the wrestlers feel most comfortable in. What's the safest for the wrestlers that are putting their bodies on the line in there. And so I don't care either way. I did like the six-sided. If they would have kept the six-sided, it would have been fine. I'm not one of those that sit here and say, six-sided is terrible. It just looks like a stupid gimmick thing, anything like that. Like, I'm not one of those people. I'm also at the same time not one of these people that I've been seeing on Twitter go off. I mean, you would have thought that Impact Wrestling was caught for like owning slaves or something just that is so immoral that and all they did was change from a six to a four-sided ring. Now I get it. The very first time that Hogan and Bischoff did it, whenever they came in, I understand, and I was kind of one of those people like, oh come on, don't get rid of that six-sided ring. But at the same time, like, it really doesn't matter. And even AAA, the only other company that does like a six-sided ring, they don't do it all the time. And you can always tell whenever they bring in somebody new that's not used to a six-sided ring, they're very sloppy in the ring to start off. And the matches sometimes don't click. So I'm fine with the four-sided ring. It's more universally used. I'm fine with it. But I just have like this huge problem with these fans. There's one guy on Twitter saying he's done watching Impact Wrestling now because they got rid of six-sided. Man, six-sided. And trust me, the failure of the Hogan era was not because they went from six to four sides of a ring. Okay, it was everything else that they fucked up and just did and was terrible at doing for Impact Wrestling. Okay? The changing the name from TNA to Impact Wrestling, that's not going to change anything. It's the product. They're rebranding and making things more universal for a reason. Okay? You got to attract people to your company. You got to attract, number one, eyes. If everybody, there are certain people who go, oh, what's that? A six-sided? That's kind of cool. Let me see what's going on here. Some people see that six-sided ring that, like wrestling but have never seen Impact Wrestling before and go, that's so stupid. That's such a gimmick. They're trying, they see a lot more negative than positive about it. So, I see what Don Callis and Scott D'Amore are doing. Again, you got to get a good brand going. The TNA name, good luck, finding a whole lot of people really wanting that because nobody associates TNA, the letters TNA, with total nonstop action. They will always associate it with tits and ass. Period. That's just the way it is. And so especially if you have and like I'm kind of hoping, and I've said this before, I'm kind of hoping that they do make this a little more of the adult alternative to a WWE style of wrestling. As far as, maybe they can use a few more bad words. They can have more hardcore style matches and stuff like that. But at the same time, just the name TNA, good luck getting people. A lot of people are going to turn around and be like, that seems like that's a weird name, I always felt weird whenever whenever I was still living with my parents and I'd order something from like a shirt or a DVD and it'd come in TNA Entertainment and they're going, the hell are you ordering? It's wrestling. It's wrestling. Trust me here. And I open it. It's professional wrestling. It's just what it's called. It's total nonstop. But to other people, they don't take the time to figure that out, or some of them just make them feel uncomfortable enough to where they don't do it. So that's all what all this change is for. It's part of the rebrand. and making yourself more accessible. You're going to be able to bring in free agents. And because they're used to a four-side, they know it's safer. It's not as hard on the body as a six-sided ring is. So all those things are good changes. For people to say that they're done watching Impact Wrestling just because of this one little cosmetic thing, I think is absolutely ridiculous. And, you know, it's just... And those are the fans that are part of the problem of why the internet wrestling community as a whole see Impact Wrestling as such a joke. That they're part of that because they're so ridiculous in the way that they see things. It's just dumb. But that's my rant on that. Now, moving aside, some other things. Again, I'm going to go over some spoiling things. So, if you're not into spoilers, stop watching the video or skip ahead a while. You know, I don't know too many things. Just a couple things that I saw. Number one, Brian Cage was backstage. That is awesome. Love Brian Cage. If you go back to my I'll book it on how to rebrand Impact Wrestling, he was one of the main names that I wanted to see in Impact Wrestling and thought that he could go after that World Heavyweight Championship, and I hope he does. I can't wait. The possibility of Su Yung coming in. Again, I've not seen a lot of her. I have heard good things. Just the look of her is really cool. You know, I think I love that we're bringing in more characters. You know, it's not just like, you know, hi, it's Alexa, it's Charlotte, it's Sasha, it's Bailey. You know, and they're just all kind of they're just girls. You know, we're bringing in, we have characters. We have Sienna, Allie, Laurel Van Ness. That's a total different character. You've got, now the Su Yung, we've got Rosemary. You know, we've got characters, and it's really cool to see. Not just like, you know, one name girls that kind of have like a personality. You know, WWE does have girls that do have personalities, and I'm not, you know, talking shit on the women there because I think they're all actually really good wrestlers, and I think given the, you know, the ability to just let loose and go in the ring, I think they would be able to put on some really good matches anywhere that they went. But Su Yung coming in, I think that'd be awesome. Unfortunately, it seems like Rey Mysterio is not going to be coming in. I saw a report earlier that a deal kind of fell through. That's unfortunate. I kind of was hoping to see him in Impact. I think would be really cool. And then the big one, and this is unfortunate that I know this, but again, Impact Wrestling is doing this, and there are some people that are mad about Impact, you know, putting out that some of the spoiling stuff, and I get why they're doing it, and it is because one, like they said, no, all these different dirt sheets try their best to unload all the spoilers that they can. They're just trying to get ahead of it. Not only that, if you let people know what's about to happen, for those of you that are old enough to remember, way back in the 90s, way back, you know, WCW used to go on because WWF at the time, which is now WWE, was taped, and WCW was live on the exact same night. So WCW would go on just about, it was only like 15 minutes earlier, and then they'd give up the results, right? Well, one time in the middle, while they were trying to get people to stick around for their main event, they said, and if you think about, you know, turning the channel, don't. Mick Foley, Mankind, Mick Foley, who used to wrestle here as Cactus Jack, is going to win their world championship tonight. Huh, that'll put butts in the seats, you know, kind of making a joke, trying to downplay what's actually happened over on WWF. And people switched over to WWF in droves. Why? Because they wanted to see if that was going to become, if that actually was true. How did they know? Or do they know, oh my God, I got to see this. And so that's kind of what Impact's wanting to do now. And what that is, oh, okay, so Austin Aries is back and he wins the title. I got to see what happens. Like, I have to see this now. Yeah, there is a great thing whenever you can get the element of surprise. But at the same time, stuff's going to get broke anyway. Have it come from your site. Have it come from your company. And have it be to where, you know, you're drawing up interest instead of people trying to downplay it and make it seem like it's all Bush League over at Impact Wrestling. Um, some other things. So again, I'm super happy about Austin Aries being back in Impact Wrestling, and Impact, as much as they're changing, I think having Austin Aries win the Impact Championship, or whatever they're going to end up calling this title once they get the new titles in, is huge, because that you can't get more traditional TNA Impact than having somebody like Austin Aries win your title and be your champion. And why I mean that is because that was like the staple of Impact Wrestling. Anybody, doesn't matter the size, how, who you were, if you've been somewhere else or not, it didn't matter. You could be a champion. AJ Styles was a champion. Samoa Joe became a world heavyweight champion. Eric Young became a world heavyweight champion. Bobby Roode, James Storm. There were these guys that, that became world heavyweight champion that, were small, that were X Division guys, that were, some, different body types. So here's a guy that did try it out, tried to go to WWE because he just, as a competitor himself, he wanted to go to the biggest giant in the world and compete and see if he could be successful there. And because of his size, they just saw him, no, you're going to stay in 205. You're going to stay in the cruiserweight division. And, now he comes back, he leaves, and he's world champion in 4 different companies right now, including Impact. And that, to me, screams traditional TNA Impact Wrestling, and I think it's awesome. Can't wait until these shows start. Like, I know tonight, I don't care about tonight. I do care about tonight's show. It looks like it's gonna be pretty good, but at the same time, I don't care. I just want to get to these that they're taping right now. I can't wait to see what this overall new thing is. So now I'm going to go back over some non-spoiler stuff. So anybody that, turned it off, come back. They announced that they're going to have a channel on Twitch. There's going to be an Impact Wrestling channel on Twitch, and they're going to have a bunch of different cool stuff. Behind the scenes, breaking the fourth wall type stuff. Specific programming just for Twitch. I can't wait. Just because of that, guess who's now getting Twitch? This guy. I've never, uploaded the app or done anything with Twitch before. I'm doing it now. I've thought about it because of with the hardcore House of Hardcore. I've been wanting to kind of watch some of that stuff. Now that they have their show every Wednesday night on Twitch. But I just haven't yet. This is definitely pushing it over. I'm definitely getting Twitch and tuning into anything and everything Impact Wrestling. Can't wait to see whenever that's going to happen. Today, as everybody knows, there was the teleconference with Don Callis and Scott D'Amore. And I haven't listened to it all. I've just seen some headline stuff. For the April tapings, we will have new titles. Thank God. I think everybody can go, yay, okay, we can all sigh a little bit of relief there. Also, they will be looking, they definitely want to do another video game. They're going to be looking into that. So I'm very happy about that. And a couple other things that I can't think of right now. I should have wrote them down, but I didn't. Just trying to get, I was trying to get out a quick video. But yeah, we're approaching 15 minutes. It's kind of what I was wanting to do, a nice quick video with a few thoughts. So far I've done pretty good about spoil. I don't know what else happened on that show except for the fact that Austin Aries showed up. And that he won the title because, kind of everybody knows that. Can't wait to see what happens with Brian Cage. Another one. Now, I don't know if it's definitely there or if he's just trolling, but El Ligero took a picture and posted on Twitter. He said, I knew I should have brought my gear on my holiday, but he's standing right in front of the Impact Tapings sign to go in at Universal Studios, and he's going to stand by it. Now, he doesn't have his headgear on or anything, so it's just from the back shot. But you would think if he's taking that picture, he's probably showing up. Oh my God, him in the X Division would be amazing. El Ligero is a stud. And I hope he is in Impact now. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far from the Callis and D'Amore duo, and I can't wait to see what more changes they have to come, and I can't wait to see it play out on TV. So, until tomorrow, Impact Nation, whenever you get to see my review of tonight's show, peace.